Eid Mubarak, Eid Mubarak, Mubarak, Mubarak.
After successfully completing 29 days of fasting in the holy month of Ramadan, on Friday, 21st April 2023, Muslim faithful in Nigeria celebrated Eid-ul-Fitr. The Amir Sahib Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat of Nigeria, Al-Hajj Alatoye Folorunsho Abdulaziz, led the Eid prayer at Tahir Mosque, Ojokoro, Lagos State. The Eid prayer commenced at exactly 9 o'clock a.m. local time. Amir Sahib in his Eid sermon reminded the congregation that the essence of Ramadan is to achieve taqwa, that is, piety.
You cannot say you are a Muslim, you have faith, you believe in the 5 pillars of Islam, you believe in the 6 articles of faith, yet you are not acting rightly at all times. Then you cannot claim to be a good Muslim. So let's put it that way. So the essence of this Ramadan is to remind us that this rehearsal for 29 days is a rehearsal that we have to be repeating. So that is what is going to happen from today now that Ramadan had gone. This is the 1st of Shawwal, till the next day of Ramadan.
Amir Sahib, while quoting His Holiness, the worldwide head of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad, may Allah be his helper, further advised that righteous deeds performed in the holy month of Ramadan should be continuously practiced.
The right actions means that you will always do what is right. You will be honest, that is it. You will be very patient, you will be tolerant, you will be considerate, you will not lie, you will not be insincere, you will not be dishonest, you will not be violent. Of course, you will love others as you love yourself, and you will hate no one. This is what Ramadan has come to teach us.
By the grace of Allah, we were able to fast for 29 days, and we tried our best to get the blessing of Allah. And the message, as we listened to the sermon of respected Amir Sahib, that taqwa is the message that in this Ramadan, were we able to achieve that standard of taqwa which Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Hazrat Masih Maud alayhi salatu wasalam expected from each Ahmadi. So by the grace of Allah, as we have now out of Ramadan, as we came to know before, as Amir Sahib has already told that this was a rehearsal. Now for 11 months, we have to be practical and we have to practice these good habits, good deeds, and righteousness we adopt in Ramadan. Jazakumullah khair.
My message generally is to learn by the teachings of Ramadan. Once we do that, I think we'll be elevating ourselves bit by bit to the extent at what God wants from us.
Message to the Muslim Ummah is to remind us that Ramadan has come to actually teach us about how to live for the next 11 months between Shawwal to end of Shaban next year. So which means all the righteous deeds that we engage ourselves in the month of Ramadan, we must continue to act righteously within the next 11 months to ensure that we live righteously, we remain committed to the service of Allah the Almighty and following the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and of course the teaching of the promised Messiah alayhi salam. It is only by this that we can attain the righteousness and nearness to Allah the Almighty, and finally attain Jannah, inshallah.
The Eid has taught us lessons that all the things we avoided in the month of Ramadan, we should not go back to them. All the things we have been doing regularly in the Ramadan, like reciting the Holy Quran, saying Tajud regularly, listening to Islamic lecture, that we should continue after the month of Ramadan for at least the next 11 months until another Ramadan comes, so that lesson will continue to, we just continue like rejuvenating our faith in the month of Ramadan, practicing what we have missed, and then putting those things into practice for another 11 months before another Ramadan comes to teach us how to begin to do things all over again. Those are great lessons that everybody should go along with in the remaining 11 months before the next Ramadan comes.
Ahmad Ahmad Sadiq, MTA Nigeria Studios.